Today on our 2001 Isuzu Rodeo, we'll be installing tow-ready T1 connector, part number 118360. To begin our installation, we'll need to remove the taillights from the vehicle. We'll remove the Phillips head screw directly underneath the taillight between the taillight and the bumper fascia. We can then remove the two Phillips head screws here on the side of the taillight. And with those three Phillips head screws removed, the taillight simply come right off. We can then go ahead and unplug the taillight assembly from the vehicle. And we'll repeat this process on the driver's side. We're now underneath the vehicle and we've already removed our taillights. So on the driver's side here, we'll take our T1 harness and route the driver's side of the harness up between the bumper fascia and the bumper itself. We want to bring it up so that it'll be directly behind the taillight assembly. Next, we'll need to find a suitable location for the converter box. It already comes with a piece of two-sided tape attached to the box itself. So we'll peel the liner off and adhere it to the inside of the bumper fascia. Next, we'll extend our red and green wire out and route it across the bumper fascia to the passenger side. You'll want to make sure that the wires stay away from any heat sources such as the exhaust, as well as any moving components like suspension or the spare tire. We can then take the T connector for the passenger side and feed it up between the bumper fascia and the taillight, the same as we did for the driver's side. We can then pull the slack out of the harness and work our way back through where we routed the red and green wire to secure it to the vehicle. We'll also take our 4-pole connector and route it along the same path as the red and green wire and bring it out here at the center of our hitch. We're now back behind the taillights with our harness run through. We can then take the factory harness and plug it into our new T1 connector, like so. And the new T1 connector will plug into the back of the taillight. On the driver's side here, we'll also need to connect a ground. So using the self-tapping screw, we'll just find a suitable location directly behind the taillight and screw it into the body of the truck. After making our ground here on the driver's side, we can go ahead and reinstall our driver's side taillight. And now that our driver's side is done, we'll simply come over here to the passenger side and install our passenger taillight. Again, we'll take the male connector from the factory harness and plug it into the female side of our T1. We'll then take the taillight and plug the new harness into the back of the taillight. Then all we'll need to do is tuck our wires in and out of the way and reinstall our taillight. And with both taillights reinstalled, our T1 harness is connected and ready to be used. And that completes our install of the tow-ready T1 connector, part number 118360 on our 2001 Isuzu Rodeo.